Good day, everybody. Happy to have this opportunity to give you some help, let's say some support in your next competition. The one that we know just got announced, the 85. Now, I will do two videos about this competition. The first one is talking, explaining, clarifying the application documents. And the second video will be clarifying the exam as such, right? So let me start first. Today's video is about the application forms. Now, before talking about the application form, we clarify that it's an 85 competition. They're open to all candidates from all walks of life, obviously university level. And it's important to know, therefore, not only that if you have obtained your university diploma, you can participate. So this is obviously the youngest candidate. Having said so, you could go, I don't know, after 50 or 60 years old and still apply if you have a university degree. Then obviously I would say this is not the right competition for you, because in theory you will have much more professional experience than required for an 85. Nevertheless, you could use the 85 competition in order to test yourself and to see how do you perform in a EPSO competition, and then hopefully you understand that you are good, and then you can go with, let's say, more courage and confidence for the next 87 or 88 or 9 or whatever coming, right? But for the moment, we are in an 85 competition, young graduates. Then, two documents that you have to apply with. One is the CV, and the other one are the motivation questions. So the CV, what I would say is, even though it's not necessarily the document that will evaluate you, I would nevertheless insist to have a well-written, let's say properly phrased CV, because at a certain time, somewhere in the process, someone will check your CV. So rather have a very good, convincing one that, I would say, copy and paste version. So this is one thing. And then obviously insist on the CV to show the duties you have done, the roles and responsibilities that you have done, because these are the ones that kind of recommend you for the position of administrator. Secondly, there are 4 questions of motivation. They are part of this application file. And the question of motivation have to highlight, obviously, the best you can. Why do you want to work for the institutions? Why do you want to work specifically as an administrator in the institution? What is that you can bring in the institution? Added value. What are your strengths? What are your skills? Again, try to get very explicit, very, I would say that concrete, concise, precise, right? Don't go for ChatGPT and copy whatever you find there. Be personal, be precise, be, how to say that, true, right? Because you are talking about your motivation. Nobody can do it for yourself, right? For you. And then still in this document will be 2 successes. Now, obviously, young graduate, you cannot, I suppose, invent whatever the relativity theory, but you give the examples of successes at your level of responsibility and in the whatever university or voluntary activities or even your internship works and so, in order to show this is what I can offer. This is the type of success that I, despite my young or age or limited experience, still they are relevant for the future job, and they are kind of convincing of what you can bring to the institutions. With that, we go to the next video where I will clarify what we can about the competitions. See you soon.